So I just got done watching Transformers 2, um, Revenge of the Fallen. And this is basically a Revenge of the Fallen, basically. Now, I will do uh, other videos that people want me to do, but I want to do these Transformers movies in an Enlightenment spiritual way. Um, so after I do all those movies, I'll do what people want me to do. I'm just doing this. Sorry, the way I'm acting right now is because my it's just been my nose, my sinus areas and all that, basically here and all that. I'm gonna get into that. Hold on, real quick. So basically, the story is in a spiritual enlightenment way that again we're fighting more against obviously the war continues still on against all brothers and sisters against each other for these fucking goddamn orcs, obviously. And it's in a way that's going to be a pattern with these movies. That's how it really is. But there's a reason why they showed Egypt in this movie. Now, mainly because stuff like this did happen around Egypt times. Yes, it did. Um, but it was mostly about Enki's creation and everything like that before the founding fathers and all that, because that happened later on and everything like that. I don't think the rest of the series is going to touch upon that. There's other movies and shows that do touch upon that, like for example, Black Lightning. So I doubt they would touch part about racism or racism. In these movies, I doubt it. But I just want to say one thing too. In the first Transformers movie, um, they radiate Shia LaBeouf and he has radiation on him. By the second movie, he should be dead because all of us. It just shows right there who is who's the radiated people or carbon based people. We could take radiation. These white people can't. We could take radiation. All right. There's a reason why we're all. There's a reason why plasma is fucking color. Okay, and there's a reason why um what is it? You see color people that turn into superheroes have more power than Caucasian people have. So sorry. So that's gonna happen a lot again. My nose. Um, so Shia LaBeouf is having all these images and everything like that from the from the cube that creates Transformers and everything like that. He touched one of the pieces of it, and he got visions and all that, and letters and all that, which are like ancient, which goes back to Atlantis. Those writings are like Atlantis stuff. So, um, and they found like a old Transformer that's like old and gray and everything like that. Almost like a old wizard and all that. He looks kind of cool. I like the design, and they were trying to find out what's the writing. So they go to him, and they found how the writing is. They say it's old and ancient, obviously, and he could read it, but the only thing is that something about a prime. Only a prime can defeat another prime, basically. And Optimus died earlier in the movie because of one of his brothers killed him, which was Megatron. So I'm glad Megatron came back. To be honest, I think he's going to be a recurrent uh villain in these Transformers movies, which I don't mind. I know one of the Transformers movies, Optimus is a bad guy, which he's not a bad guy. It's just him waking the fuck up, realizing, oh, I should kill these. I should kill these humans, these orcs. That's why you see fucking this guy with Bumblebee. No. Yo, that's like the fifth one, right? The last. What was that one called? The Last Night. I am looking forward to that. The Last Night. Then the other one is called The Dark of the Moon. Oh no. Let me see. Yeah, Dark of the Moon. I'm looking forward to that one actually. That one is mostly right there. That one, Dark of the Moon, is actually more about the physical world going through this. I mean, bringing the physical. I mean, bringing the spiritual world to the physical realm. But again, going back, some of our people was just listening to these orcs and then decided to go through another way because these orcs would just go like, "Hey, maybe you could do this," while they should have just shut the fuck up and let all people do what we need to do. That's how it was division and all that, because you got some orcs that want to separate us and fight and have us fight amongst each other and shit. And it worked, And now they fucking laughing for it and be like, ha ha ha. But who's laughing now? Eventually we're gonna fucking get your ass. So, and then after that, Age of Extinction. I wonder how that one is. And then after that, The Last Night. So I'm almost done with the trilogy here. Again, going back to what I said, guys. Once I'm done with the whole trilogy, talking about it in a spiritual enlightenment way, I will do the other ones like the reaction videos someone wanted me to do. Videos about the Fast and the Furious movies, and also the Seekers of Kai documentary. Sorry guys, that's what happens when I have a stuffy nose and everything like that. I get really bad sinuses. My eyes turn red sometimes. I sneeze like a motherfucker. I don't stop sneezing. I don't. Like all day I don't sneeze. Basically, once I start sneezing all day, I don't stop. And yes, I could go like this and all that and hold it and all that shit. Yeah. I don't have to get into that. But overall, as a movie, what do I think about Transformers 2 as a movie? Like, let me put the Enlightenment stuff aside and look at it as a movie. As a movie, again, I thought it was gonna be terrible. There are some things I'm just like, oh great, but overall, it's not bad. Was it when it first came out? People, with it. But looking back at it now, it came out around 2009 ish, 2009. Yeah, not bad compared to Transformers 1 and Bumblebee. It could have been better, yes, but it's not bad. But again, going back in the spiritual enlightenment way, this is really about the Enki and Lil story, which has been talked about in the movie what's the movie called? Alien Covenant. So it has been covered before in movies. And not just Transformers, but in the Alien trilogy. But there you go. So tell me what you guys think about Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen. I like the villain of the ancient primes. The ancient primes are really the and you find out in this movie too that they were part of this planet basically, which is exactly what it is. In the beginning of this movie, Optimus literally says that, we thought we were in Cybertron. We thought everything started in Cybertron. No, everything started in this planet. That's why we came back. And Optimus says that, but Optimus is also an ancestor of one of those ancient primes, basically, even though he's that prime. Confusing? I think yes. So yeah, it's weird. There's a prime back then that looked like him, but now that is that prime. It's like, is he or is he not? Is he an ancestor or is he not? It's like, no, it's him, but it's also his ancestor. So is it him or is it not? You be the judge. And I'm just like, stop. Just tell me if he is or isn't. It goes back to the whole Egyptians, like you reincarnate, come back as your previous life, the same person and all that. I understand and understand why they did that. So and understand and understand why they picked Egypt too. They even mention in this movie like aliens make the pyramids. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah. All Carlo people made the pyramids. We came from the stars at the end of the day. Right? So we made the planet, and the planet in turn made us. She made our physical vessels. We made us spiritually. She made us physically. So there you go. And I do want to mention this too. The reason they use Transformers to tell this story is because when you look back at our history, we used to be two people, man and a woman. Almost. No, we weren't trans, but you can get a little bit of what they were saying Transformers. Plus, we could turn into anything we want to in the astral realm. We don't have to look like what you see. You know how Aang sees his higher self, and it's a silhouette of him basically in the stars and the cosmos? That's what you really look like. You know? But you don't have to look like that. When you remember your past lives and remember some things who you really are, you could look like that or something else. Just saying. So I know again going back, I know you guys want me to do other things, but I just want to finish this before I do other shit. So that's it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about part 2. And tell me what you think about Transformers 2. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And do you, in Enlightenment spiritual way, do you see it for what it is? So I'll see you guys later, and take care.